Hi there, Faye Geddes here from the Raymond Public Library with another book talk for you. Today we're going to talk about juvenile fiction called The Madman of Piney Woods, and it's by Christopher Paul Curtis. This book is set in Chatham and Buxton, Ontario. The main characters are Benji, a black boy from Buxton, and Red, an Irish boy from Chatham. So even though the boys are from different towns, their fates really are entwined. A chance meeting leads them to discover that they have more in common than meets the eye. Both of them have encountered a strange presence in the forest. It's watching them, tracking them. Could the madman of Piney Woods be real? So this story goes back and forth between the perspectives of the two boys, which seemed a little odd at first, but as the story progressed, all the various elements of the plot melded together. The book looks at two elements of prejudice that existed in Canada, or maybe still do. The first is revealed through the character of the madman, who is black and who chooses to live alone in the woods away from other people, which made him different. At one point, the madman appears at a campfire storytelling session from some of the people from Buxton. He opens up and tells shocking and gritty tales from his time at war. It is at this point that you realize that he really isn't a madman at all, but probably someone who's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. The second element of prejudice is revealed through Red's grandmother, an aged Irish woman. She hates Canadians, the English, and brown-skinned people, in that order. She is angry with Canadians for the way the Irish were treated when they came to Canada, and yet she displays all the same prejudices as were perpetrated on her. This prejudice is shown at one point in the story when she discovers that Benji, a black boy, had been to her house for supper. She is so appalled at the thought of a black boy eating off of her china that she scrubs the plates with steel wool so hard that her hands bleed. So this book comes on the heels of Curtis's Newbery Honor Award-winning book, Elijah of Buxton, which is also a novel based in Ontario. I found this book interesting as I'd never realized before the prejudice that the Irish people faced when they came to Canada. It looks at prejudice from the eyes of a younger generation. They're kind of removed from the awful events from which that prejudice came. The young boys struggle to understand why the older generation act like they do. So even though it deals with some very serious issues, Curtis's strategic placement of humor draws us back from the edge of darkness and allows us to laugh even as we are learning. I really like this book and I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you.